Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about partition allocation methods in memory management. So we cover the contents: introduction, first fit, next fit, best fit and worst fit methods. Coming to the introduction, when there is more than one partition freely available to accommodate a process request, a partition must be selected. So here let us say there is a process request coming to the memory with 5K size, and within the memory only one partition is available with 5K, then there is no problem. That process is accommodated to that particular partition. If there are if there is a request with 5K, multiple partitions are available in the memory, then we need to accommodate a particular partition to that particular process. We need to choose a particular partition. Based on that, we can accommodate that partition to the process request. To choose a particular partition, a partition allocation method is needed. So how we can choose a particular partition? If we have more than one partition which meets the process request, we need to choose a particular partition. For that we need a allocation method. A partition allocation method is considered better if it avoids internal fragmentation. So there are different methods available. Among those, we need to identify one method which avoids the internal fragmentation. So the overall concept is, for a process request, if the memory having multiple partitions for accommodation, we need to choose a particular partition. For that, we can follow one allocation method. So which kind of method? Which method avoids the internal fragmentation? That is the best method. So there are different partition allocation schemes available: first fit partition, next fit, best fit and worst fit. Now we will understand one by one. First fit allocation. So here the important thing is, find the first big enough hole. This is an important thing. So big enough hole to store a process. So here is a memory structure. On this, P0, P1, P2, P3 are already allocated, and this 25K, 40K, 10K, 100K and 20K are empty partitions. So with this structure, we have a request P4 which size is 15K. So for this 15K, it can be allocated on this partition, on 25K partition, 40K partition, 100K and 20K. So there are 4 partitions available to accommodate this P4. But based on the first fit, we need to identify the big enough hole. That too very first. First big enough hole means, now we need to check from starting to ending. So first P0 which was already accommodated, and the next there is an empty partition which size is 25K. So 25K, 15K is easily accommodated. So this is the first big enough hole. Now we can easily accommodate this P4 to this 25K partition. So that is the first fit allocation. So we need to calculate from the starting, whatever the first big enough hole comes, simply we can accommodate that partition to the coming process request. So here for implementation, first fit technique is very simple and it can work fast, and it wastes a lot of memory. Definitely, suppose here 15K is accommodated with 25K means, so 10K size is wasted. So let us say I have a new process, let us say P5 with size 45K. So 45K. This is my new process request. So already P0 accommodated, P4 already done, and here 40K size is available, but 40K we cannot fit the 45K process. Next 10K, it's not suitable, and next one is 100K. So this 45K is assigned to this 100K partition. So the remaining 55K partition should be 55K memory should be wasted. So that is the drawback in this technique, but it is very simple technique. First fit. Next fit. It is almost similar to the first fit technique. The only difference is we have to start the checking process for the coming request from the previous node only, not from the starting. That means, so here there is a pointer which points to the previous allocation area. So earlier we allocate P4 and the pointer is point to that P4. Now there is new request coming, P5 with size 5K. So in the first fit, for this P5 we need to start from starting point, starting partition, but here we have a pointer that points to the previous area, so we need to start from the next partition. So the next partition is 10K. 10K is big enough for the 5K, so this can be accommodated on that particular partition. So it's very simple. So like first fit partition, it also find the first biggest hole in the memory area. On that area the coming process is accommodated. But the difference between the first fit and next fit is, in the first fit we start the search from the starting partition, but here we start the search from the previous filled partition, after the previous filled partition. For that one pointer is used. Okay, and comparatively faster than the remaining algorithms, because we no need to start the checking process from the starting partition. Already we are maintaining one pointer variable where the last partitioning has happened. From that point only we need to start the checking. So comparatively it is fast. Next, best fit partition. So in the best fit partition, it tries to find out the smallest hole possible. This is opposite to first fit partition. In the first fit partition, we find out the biggest hole, big enough hole. First big enough hole, but here smallest hole possible. Okay. So this is our memory structure and our request is P4 with 15K size. So for this 15K, this can be accommodated on this partition and this and this and this. There are 4 partitions are available. Among 4, this P4 can be accommodated, but based on the best fit we need to find out the smallest hole possible. So here we have to identify the smallest possible area. Means from the starting we need to start the search. P0 is accommodated. Next 25 is available. 25 minus 15, what is the difference? 10. So here first P4 is checked with 25K and then it checked with 40K and 10K, then 100K, then with 20K. So 15 can be accommodated with 25, 40 and 100, but 10K it is not accommodated, so you simply remove it. So among these 25, 40 and 20. So 20K is the small enough partition to accommodate. Small enough partition. So P4 is accommodated on this 20K partition. So these are not suitable partitions. Okay. So here we need to find out the smallest hole possible. Among these, the smallest hole for the P4 process is 20K. So it is very slow because we need to identify which one is the smallest hole. That means we need to identify all the available partitions. That is the big task in best fit method. And it search the entire list. That is only the button, but the advantage here is it minimize the memory. It minimize the memory wastage. Okay. And the next one is worst fit method. Worst fit method is exactly opposite to best fit method. So in this method, it scans the entire list every time and it tries to find out the biggest hole. So find out the biggest hole in the list which can fulfill the requirement of the process. So suppose I have a new process P4 with 15K. So this 15K can be accommodated on here, here and 100K. So there are 4 partitions available. On these 4 partitions we can accommodate this P4. But worst fit method is what it tells, we need to identify the biggest hole enough. So for storing 15K, what is the biggest partition available here? This one. 100K is the biggest partition available. So this can be accommodated on the biggest partition. It is very slow. So here also you need to identify all the available partitions. Among those, what is the biggest one? So here the drawback is memory can be wasted. So always we need to identify the biggest hole. Definitely memory will be wasted. So for that reason, the name itself tells worst fit method. So these are the different partition methods available. So I hope you understand this session well. Thank you.